Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of November 3 to 7 suggest that Andre Richardson will make a confession, while Vernon Dupree does something sly. Plus, Derek Baldwin slips up. So it's time to talk about what fans should expect in the land of Fairmont Crest over the next 5 days. As fans know, Derek's been making major strides when it comes to walking again. A terrible accident landed him in a wheelchair, but the silver lining in all this is that he won back the girl of his dreams, Ashley Morgan. Still, BTG fans can sense that Derek is lying about his progress to keep Ashley in his orbit. He states it's because he wants to surprise her on their wedding day, but he's clearly still insecure about the bond she shares with her friend Andre. Well, the cat will be out of the bag during the week of November 3rd when Ashley walks into their apartment, only to see Derek standing up from his wheelchair. The Beyond the Gates preview shows Ashley happy about it all at first, but how will she feel when she realizes that he's been lying to her this entire time? Speaking of Andre, he'll have his fair share of drama. He'll be confronted by Danny Dupree's best friend and modeling agency partner, Pamela Curtis. After all, Pamela scored Danny a huge Forrester Creations campaign, but they wanted Andre in the shoot too, or the deal was off. Despite Danny wanting to work with FC for years, she politely declined for her new husband's sake, so Pamela may wonder why Andre dug his heels in about the whole thing. There's been speculation that Andre is hiding something, as he hasn't allowed any public photos of himself to be published in a very long time. As the days go by, he'll talk to Danny about his painful past. So will he confess to the reason he prefers being behind the camera versus in front of it? Meanwhile, Vernon will be up to no good, but will it be for the greater good? Let's rewind a bit. During the Friday, October 31st episode, Anita launched planning for her annual Winterfest event. Early on in the week of November 3rd, she'll be overwhelmed, so it sounds like this project is a lot for her to take on. Vernon will have a secret meeting with someone, and the Beyond the Gates preview shows him arriving at an unknown woman's hotel door. Added teasers note that Sharon Winger will return this week, so has Vernon solicited the help of Anita's former Articulates group member to help his wife? Across town, Hayley Hamilton and Randy Parker will be in a pickle. Joey Armstrong caught Hayley at the casino in some security cam footage, and when he approached Randy, his henchman implied that he was having an affair with her. Meanwhile, when Joey confronted Hayley, she fiercely denied it. Now the two cousins need to cut off all face-to-face communication, or their little con to off Bill Hamilton could be exposed. Not to mention the fact that if Bill passes away, Hayley having a lover would be mighty suspicious. Will they axe the plan to axe Bill? Speaking of Joey, Vanessa McBride will do something to get his attention, but it doesn't sound like the usual steamy activities she's up to. It seems she'll gain access to a prized possession of his, so what will he think of this move? As the week progresses, Vanessa's new partnership with Joey will be all the buzz at Fairmont Crest's country club. So how will the high-end real estate agent deal with all the judgment thrown her way for her affiliation with the sketchy casino owner? Beyond the Gates spoilers hint that Nicole Dupree will make a move on Ted Richardson that catches him off guard. These two are officially divorced, but fans can't help but feel as if a reunion could be on the horizon for them. In related news, for one reason or another, Leslie Thomas will continue to hold on to hope that she, Ted, and Eva Thomas will someday be a family. So, what triggers her into thinking this? Eva will also deal with a little drama, as Catherine "Cat" Richardson will overhear her half-sister referring to Ted as Dad and lose her mind. Still, Cat might be triggered as it is, due to another conversation. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of November 3 to 7 suggest that she and Martin Richardson will clash, and it sounds like he'll ream her out for the hot talk that Samantha Richardson heard from her. Samantha tried to do the deed with someone she's only seeing, Nathan, because she overheard Kat talking about how she and Tomas Navarro have connected since hitting the sheets. Martin was outraged to see his daughter on the couch with Nathan and a condom on the floor, so he may blame Kat when it's not exactly her fault. Kat may leave a major argument with Martin, only to stumble upon hearing Eva call Ted Dad, so the situation could get ugly. Either way, Kat will issue an ultimatum to her dad about choosing between her and Eva, so he'll have his fair share of conflict next week. Back to Samantha, she and Martin will also have a heated encounter during the week of November 3 to 7, as he threatens to take away her modeling job. This will prompt Samantha to ask Bradley, Smitty Smith, and Nicole to act as peacemakers. But will they be able to calm Martin down about this situation? Finally, a cryptic BTG spoiler hints that two couples will deal with heartbreak thanks to the lie of another character. Beyond the Gates spoilers remind fans that there are plenty of secrets circling on the CBS soap, so viewers will have to tune in to find out what this all means. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of November 3 to 7 reveal some explosive moments in Fairmont Crest. Hayley Hamilton and Randy Parker will scramble, while Vanessa McBride crosses Joey Armstrong. Plus, Catherine "Cat" Richardson clashes with Martin Richardson. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of November 3 to 7 note that Hayley and Randy will scramble due to their sticky new situation. Last week, Joey caught Hayley on the casino's security camera, and when he confronted Randy about it, the henchman lied to him by saying he was having an affair with Bill Hamilton's wife. Still, when Joey confronted Hayley about it during the Friday, October 31st episode, she fiercely denied it. Now the two are in a pickle, so how will they weasel their way out of things? In related news, Bill will make it clear to Danny Dupree that his loyalty lies with Hayley. He'll be sorry that he's done this when he learns the truth. Across town, Vanessa will gain a prized possession of Joey's, which spells bad news. He hates being one-upped, so what will she get her hands on? Meanwhile, Joey will be reunited with an old friend as the days go by. Who could this be? By the time the weekend hits, added teasers indicate that Vanessa's partnership with Joey will cause some drama at the country club. In addition, a character's lies will create trouble for two other super couples. Plus, two people find themselves getting closer and closer. BTG spoilers for the week of November 3rd hint that Pamela Curtis will press Andre Richardson for answers. Pammy might still be upset that she and Danny had to decline Forrester Creations' modeling contract, as the company wanted both Danny and her new hubby in the shoot. Andre refused, so the couple couldn't do the campaign. But what's the real reason behind this? Speaking of D'Andre, the married couple will sit down and discuss Andre's painful past. Elsewhere, Ashley Morgan will make a stunning discovery. Ashley is poised to walk in on Derek Baldwin standing up from his wheelchair. But will she realize he's been lying to her all along? As the week in Fairmont Crest rolls on, Jacob Hawthorne will turn to Nicole Dupree for help. Jacob is having marital issues with Nicole's niece, Naomi Hawthorne. So, will Nicole be able to help their situation with some sound advice? In addition, Nicole will also extend an olive branch to Ted Richardson, so are these two headed for a reunion? Not if Leslie Thomas has anything to do with it. Beyond the Gates spoilers imply that she'll still hold on to hope that someday, she, Ted, and Eva Thomas will be a family. Hatchtat Delulu. Finally, there will be plenty of drama where Kat's concerned. First off, she'll clash with Martin. Martin found out this week that Samantha Richardson had some naughty thoughts towards her love interest, Nathan, thanks to a conversation she overheard coming from Kat. In all fairness, Kat hadn't realized that Samantha was around when she was talking about her bedroom activities, but Martin won't see it like that. Still, that won't be the only confrontation Kat has, as she's also set to battle it out with Eva and Ted. Kat will hear Eva call Ted, "Dad!" and she'll lose her mind. In fact, it sounds like she'll issue an ultimatum to her father. It's either Eva or her. Back to Samantha. She'll plead for help from Bradley, Smitty Smith, and Nicole. It seems like Martin is set on a hard stance where his teen daughter is concerned, so he'll tell the young girl that her modeling career is done, for now. Can Smitty and Nicole help calm Martin down? Beyond the Gates spoilers suggest that while fans still don't know who soap vet Greg Vaughn will be playing on the new CBS daytime drama, or characters he'll be sharing scenes with, they did get an indication of when to expect his debut. The actor posted an Instagram photo while on the BTG set this week, noting he was filming on set, and then offered the following hashtags. #onset, #grateful, #BTG, #stay tuned, #December 2025. So, while we don't have an exact air date yet, fans know that Vaughn will arrive in Fairmont Crest sometime in December. Ashley Morgan's mom, Jan Morgan, played by Jerry Tubbs, was seen during the week of October 27th to 31st. And according to user at OldTLD42 on the social media platform X, she will also be seen during the week of November 3rd. She's decided to give Leslie Thomas a second chance at friendship. So will the show feature more girl chats between the two ladies? Or could there be more to this? Sharon Winger, played by Benita Brisker, was also supposed to appear during the Friday, October 31st show, as per at OldTLD42, so there's a good chance she may show up in Fairmont Crest the week of November 3 through 7. Fans will see more of Richardson's siblings, Tyrell Richardson, played by Jaden Lucas Miller, and Samantha Richardson, played by Naja Jackson, as Samantha's storyline continues to get increased airtime. She's had a massive clash with her two dads, Bradley Smitty Smith and Martin Richardson. However, Martin will decide to further punish Samantha during the week of November 3rd by taking away her modeling job at Chelsea Cat. It looks like the family will get into a huge argument over all this in the days ahead, so fans will have to stay tuned to see what happens. On the agenda for this week's slate of Beyond the Gates spoilers, plenty of secrets that stay secrets as well as secrets that are revealed. And there must be something in the air because the Fairmont Crest crowd is ready to do battle. Expect dramatic confrontations and showdowns, especially within families. Yes, family drama will be taking place between parents and their kids, as well as between siblings. Couples are in danger of ending or evolving. Here are just a few of the moments to watch for the week of November 3rd to 7. It has been a few weeks since Bill had to do this, but he's about to do it again. On Tuesday, he makes it clear to Danny where his allegiance lies, and that's with his current wife, Hayley. This time next year, Bill may not be singing the same tune. That is, if he's still around. Because Hayley's trying to become Black Widow. Did you see that Bill just bought a house in the Caribbean and put the deed in Hayley's name? Hayley's racking up the benefits. Will she continue to lace her husband's beverage with whatever concoction Randy scored for her? Bill may want to keep Danny around instead of shutting her out. Just saying. Two sibling showdowns are set for the same day, and they both involve Kat. She is the common denominator here. First, Martin and Kat have a blowout argument. Martin knows that Kat influenced Samantha thanks to his eavesdropping on his daughter's safe space session with her grandmother, Nicole. He warned everyone that he would have a talk with Kat, and apparently, their confrontation will be big. Will the brother and sister resolve their differences, or will resentment simmer underneath the surface? Meanwhile, Kat will also have words with Eva. She overhears her half-sister calling Ted Dad, and that doesn't sit well with Kat. In fact, it will drive a bigger wedge between Kat and Ted. This won't be an argument she will be able to resolve anytime soon. After all these painful confrontations, Kat will need some serious comfort. Apparently, Shanice stirs the pot with Ted on Friday. First of all, Shanice gives great advice, even though the presentation can be somewhat harsh. But Ted is a mess, and he could use some tough love right about now, even from one of the nurses at the hospital where he works. Additionally, this weekly teaser is exciting because of a certain preview that hints at Shanice and Ted potentially entering each other's orbit in a way that's more than professional come holiday time. It's November. The holidays are just around the corner. The video preview for the upcoming week of Beyond the Gates doesn't just tell us that Vernon's keeping secrets. It shows us. Meanwhile, Ashley walks in on a big surprise. Will she be able to handle it? And Kat can't take much more of Eva and Ted's closeness. A bigger rift between Kat and her dad seems likely. Plus, the Smith-Richardsons are in crisis, and Joey has a little fun at a Fairmont Crester's expense. Something tells us that Vanessa doesn't find Joey's comments amusing. Here's the breakdown for the week of November 3-7. Vernon is practically whispering when he's on the phone. Even though he lives in a big mansion, he doesn't want Anita to accidentally eavesdrop on his plans. "I know what I'm doing." "Lying?" the retired senator starts. "Let me handle this my way." Next second, he's at the door of some mysterious woman. "Sorry, I'm late," he tells her. Who is this woman? Another semi-secret phone call takes place between Shanice and Derek, who is keeping his own secrets from his fiancée. If you don't fess up and soon, pretty sure you'll regret it, Shanice warns. She happens to be the smartest person in the DMV area. Derek not only has feelings in his legs, but he can stand up on his own now too. And he stubbornly refuses to tell Ashley. Well, the secret's out. The nurse walks right into their apartment and catches Derek off guard, and on his feet. "This is incredible! Look at you!" Ashley exclaims. Ashley hasn't put two and two together yet, but she will. The weekly spoilers allude to someone's deceit, causing trouble for two couples. This just might be Ashley and Derek, as well as Naomi and Jacob. Because guess what? Jacob knows all about Derek's fast recovery. Meanwhile, the Smith-Richardsons are knee-deep in the middle of drama. Martin and Smitty no longer have to worry about battling each other. They are facing a family crisis with Samantha. "Today's your last day," Martin says. Did he lay down the law and tell Samantha that she can no longer work for Chelsea Cat? A despondent Samantha looks at Martin and continues. "I hate you," she coldly states. That has to hurt. Another family is going through major drama. Kat and her half-sister, Eva, can't be in the same room without getting into an argument, trying to one-up each other, or one sleeping with the other's boyfriend. And now Eva is calling Ted, Dad, and Kat has had it. "I called him Dad," Eva explains. "Well, I hope you enjoy the one daughter you have left because you can't have both of us," Kat tells her father, and then walks away. Finally, Joey Armstrong tells a joke that hits a little too close to home for Vanessa. "Though I had him killed so I could have his wife all to myself," Joey states dryly, clearly trying to mess with someone at the club. The look on Vanessa's face after she hears that is priceless. It's certainly not the truth, right? Right? Meanwhile, BTG Fiend fans know he is telling the truth, and nothing but the truth. Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates. On Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Bill and Danny have had a heck of a last few weeks, with a couple of kisses, private investigators, and brushes with death, courtesy of his wife. In Tuesday's episode, Bill makes it clear to his ex where his allegiance lies. Now we know that won't mean the end of Danny's meddling in Bill's business, but to save his life, maybe that's just what we need her to do? There comes a point when we all need to utter those words, and in Tuesday's episode, Jacob seeks expert help from Nicole. Jacob's personal life is blowing up at the same time as his professional life. He and Naomi couldn't be further apart, and she has resorted to taking cheap shots at him in public. His father, the chief of police, is a dirty cop and told Jacob he needs to learn the difference between being a good cop and a smart cop. Can Nicole help him navigate these waters? Now we have a sketchy situation. Joey is a smart guy and figures things out way before people tell him. And he asks questions he already knows the answer to, just to see people's intentions. Both Hayley and Randy have given Joey two different versions of how they came to know each other and what's going on. In Tuesday's episode, Hayley and Randy deal with a precarious situation. In Tuesday's episode, Vanessa gains control of one of Joey's prized possessions. Is this going to be one of his businesses, or something much more personal? Vanessa is getting closer and closer to the man behind the casino. Whether she likes what she sees remains to be seen. Andre has said he doesn't want to model and be in front of the camera. His reasons seem legit, but according to Bill's private investigator, there may be another reason young Andre is camera shy. In Tuesday's episode, Pamela presses Andre for answers. Beyond the Gates is about to explode with drama this week. Everyone's hiding something, and those secrets are finally starting to slip out. Joey says something to Vanessa that leaves her shaken to the core. Derek's truth gets caught in the most awkward way possible, and Vernon takes a risk that could destroy everything he's built. The week starts with Vernon Dupree acting shady as ever. He's pacing around his mansion, whispering into his phone, insisting he knows what he's doing, and that things have to be handled his way. A little later, he turns up at a hotel and knocks on a door, and the woman inside, though not fully shown, looks a lot like Leslie Thomas. Yep, the same woman who's been going after the Dupree family non-stop. Why on earth would Vernon be sneaking around with her? Elsewhere, Shanice Johnson's on the phone with Derek Baldwin, practically begging him to tell the truth before it's too late. And in the very next clip, Boom! We see Derek standing up from his wheelchair, just as Ashley Morgan walks in. She's completely floored, calling it incredible, her eyes full of tears. But while Ashley's overjoyed, Derek looks uneasy, forcing a weak smile. You can tell he's been hiding this for a while, and the truth's about to come out in a big way. Meanwhile, drama hits the Richardson house. Martin Richardson tells his daughter Samantha that this is her last day. It sounds like he's cutting her off from her Chelsea Cat brand ambassador gig, and she's furious. She asks why he'd take away her dream, then storms out shouting that she hates him. Bradley Smitty Smith and Tyrell Richardson are right there watching it all fall apart. At the hospital, Ted Richardson visits Eva Thomas, and it doesn't take long for things to blow up. Eva admits she called him, and Kat Richardson shows up just in time to explode. She tells her dad he can enjoy the one daughter he has because he's not having both, and she storms off while Nicole Dupree quietly witnesses the mess unfold. But the real shocker comes later at the country club. Joey Armstrong and Vanessa McBride are having dinner when a woman interrupts their meal. Joey smirks and casually tells Vanessa that he killed off her husband Doug so he could have her to himself. The look on Vanessa's face says it all. She's horrified, frozen, and unsure whether he's serious or just cruel. Joey later brushes off the comment as a joke, but Vanessa can't shake it. The way he said it sends chills down her spine. Is she finally seeing who Joey really is? Stay tuned to Soap Opera Daily for all the latest Beyond the Gates spoilers and updates. Here are your spoilers for Beyond the Gates on Monday, November 3rd, 2025. Vernon goes incognito. Eva has an update for Leslie, and Naomi takes out her frustrations. The weekend is over, and so is the wait. We are back to BTG, and this week is going to be a good one. In Monday's episode, Anita is completely overwhelmed, while Vernon has a secret rendezvous. Anita is trying to organize Winterfest, a really big part of the social calendar for her charitable trust, and this year she's going to pay homage to Barbara the original articulate. Will Leslie make this difficult by wanting to be involved, or will she see something good being done? Vernon, who was seen making a hushed phone call not that long to person unknown, is off for a secret meetup at the very same hotel that Ted and Leslie live in. Who is the female that answers the door? Hang tight, soap fans. It no doubt will turn out that Vernon is not stepping out on Anita. In Monday's episode, Derek asks Shanice for a favor, but gets a reality check instead. Spoilers for this week show Derek getting caught standing up out of his wheelchair by Ashley arriving home sooner than expected. This should make for some soap drama.